Okay, I'm gonna start with the presentation now. So this session is gonna be recorded and we're gonna have a Q&A at the end. In the meantime, feel free to drop all your questions and all your doubts on the chat so that we can go over them at the end and we don't miss any of your questions during the presentation. Just for the purpose of the video, I'm gonna reintroduce myself one more time. I'm Carlos, part of the Constructive Talent School team. I myself am an alumni of Constructor University, and now I'm part of this amazing team that focuses on creating great opportunities for high school students to develop their skills and to prepare before they start university. And today we're gonna talk about one of our very important projects, which is Summer Camp 2026 at Constructor University. Before we start, I would love to give you a general introduction of what the summer camp is. If you haven't checked our website or this is the first time that you're hearing about Summer Camp 2026, it's a 12-day program designed for high school students aged 16 to 18 years old, and it happens at our Constructor University campus in Bremen. The dates of the summer camp are from July 24th to August 4th, 2026. As a language of instruction, it's English. So the students, everything from the academics part as well as the social part of the summer camp happens in English. And we are using this to make sure that we are open to as many nationalities as possible. The summer camp, it's an academic experience, but also we have prepared several different fun excursions, not only to the city of Bremen and Hamburg, but what we call company visits, where we try to ensure that the student visit at least one of the companies that are around the Bremen area so that they can see what it's outside of the university life and more on like the liberal side. Um, we will go more in depth about these excursions and more details in further in the presentation. As of the academic part, this year we're offering a variety of courses, 9+ courses on the natural sciences, computer science, economics, and investment. And the students will have the opportunity of selecting what track they would like the most. Just as a start, let me tell you that the summer camp has a fee of 4,600 euros, and this is an all-inclusive fee. So the student will get everything that they need during these 12 days, including the meal plan with 3 meals per day, as well as accommodation in our campus residences, and all of the activities and the academic part, it's included, as well as any domestic transportation. So we're talking any transfers from the Bremen Airport or Bremen Central Station to the campus, as well as when the student has to fly back home, we ensure that they arrive on time to take their transportation back home. Something really important that is also included in the summer camp fee is the personalized mentorship and support. The students will get their chance to connect with actual Constructor University students, either through their mentor or through the professors in the different courses, which allows them to ask all their questions about student life and get the real scoop from actual students of the university. And in the case that the student is closer to joining university and they are considering Constructor University, they will have already one or two familiar faces that are still there, ready to welcome them and continue this journey, not only on the 12 days, but beyond the 12 days. Also, so that you are aware, we are having an early bird offer that it's available until December 31st of this year, which gets you 400 euros off of this summer camp fee. So we're talking that the final fee would be 4,200. And I have an extra tip that I will share with you towards the end of the presentation and how you can get an additional best offer for the summer camp fee. Now let's jump into a little bit more of the details of the summer camp in the academics part. As I mentioned earlier, we have 9 different courses that students can choose from. In the areas of natural sciences and research, students can dive into chemistry, biology, or physics. In the computational sciences and engineering, students can learn about mathematics, robotics, programming, algorithms. And on the diversity, sorry, in the business, social, and decision sciences part, students can dive into human behavior, innovation, design thinking, business, and entrepreneurship. Something really important that we try to ensure in the summer camp at Construction University is that the student has the opportunity of personalizing their academic experience. How do they do this? They are able to select two of the nine courses that you see on the screen so that they can discover and mix all of their interests in a university setting before having to decide for one major. So let's say hypothetically that one student is interested in chemistry and research, but they're also in between doing something related with business. At Summer Camp 2026, the student will be able to choose the one from the natural sciences and one from the business and decision sciences. And according to the schedule of the summer camp, they will be able to receive these in the morning classes so they can explore the different interests. Now we have a special news previews for you. If you scan the QR code that is on the screen, or you can take a screenshot of it if you are from your phone and then check it out later, it will guide you to the syllabi of the different courses. So if you're interested in checking a little bit more in depth of what's going to be taught in the different nine courses that we have to offer, make sure to save this QR code for later so that you can check it out and get even more excited about the courses and also start deciding which course is better for you. Also, as a preview, another extra one that I will throw in here is that in the next year, we will have some more insider sessions diving into specifics of the courses. So I invite you to stay tuned for this, and I will tell you how you can stay tuned with them at the end of the presentation. When it comes to the schedule, the Summer Camp 2026 has a perfect balance between learning and having fun. We want the students to, during these 12 days, to explore not only their academic part, but the social part of living in a university firsthand and connecting with students from all over the world. In the schedule, when it comes days like, we set up the first day for arrival so that the students can arrive calmly and set up in their rooms, get to know everybody and all of the different logistical things that needs to be done for the summer camp. From day 2 to 11, we have all the fun. Also, the fun starts on day 1 as well, but directly the core of the summer camp, it's between day 2 and 11. Everything from the classes to the excursions, the company visits, the activities, all of the different tutorials and the German classes, and all of that happens during these days. And we end with a wonderful graduation ceremony on day 11, where the students receive their certificate. And then on day 12, we just prepare for departure, also to ensure that the students have it in a more calmly manner and they get to say their goodbyes and arrive on time for their flights or trains home. When it comes to the daily routine, we wake up in the morning at 8 a.m. We have breakfast all together in the canteen of the university. And then the students jump into the morning classes where they cover the academic part of the two courses that they selected. After that, we all have lunch together, and then there is free time for the students to do some sports and arts activities. This is a time for them to disconnect a little bit in between classes, digest their food, and recover a little bit more of energy so that they can jump into the afternoon classes starting at 3 p.m. In this time, the students will be able to have tutorials, or if they chose to have the optional German classes, they will dive into this during the afternoon. And then once they're done with all the classes, we continue with dinner. And after that, we have the disconnection from the classroom and jumping into social events. everything from bonfires, movie nights, we're talking scavenger hunts, all of the different activities for the students to get to know their peers, create amazing memories, as well as just have some chill time outside of the classroom happens after dinner time. And then we end the day at around 20 to 30, ensuring that the students have their light out, which is an opportunity for them to stay in the rooms, call their parents, connect with their friends, with their roommate, or even just talk with their mentors so that they can have a reflection of the day, and then we repeat again. On the weekends, it looks slightly different, maybe just running the schedule a little bit more late. But these are, of course, details that will be shared before the start of the summer camp, like the final schedule will be sent to you and share also in a meeting so that we can go over it and do the specifics. Now, here in the screen, you have a little visual on how the summer camp looks like. Everything from that happens inside the classroom allows the student to connect with Germany, to discover beautiful cities, to also be able to foster these friendships that last for a long time. We still see stories of students uh, connecting with the friends that they had during the summer camp and making sure that they're still in contact either on Instagram or they visit each other if they're in the same country and they send those amazing pictures of these experiences. Another important part that happens on top of the classroom is the exchange of culture. The students love or are passionate about their countries, and what better way than showing a little bit of your country? As you can see on the third video, students are showing each other some dances from their country while we're having a bonfire outside in the beautiful summer weather. And also a lot of extra activities outside and a lot of fun for the students to have outside of the classroom. Now, when it comes to the company visits part, we've had the opportunity of visiting several different companies in Bremen, such as Airbus Planes and Space, which they focus on the aeronautical side as well and the aviation side. And we were able to visit Bremen Drop Tower, which is a science facility in Bremen, focuses on physics. The students got a small lecture and a tour of the facilities. So if they're interested in this area of science, physics, this was an interesting opportunity for them. And in 2024, we had the opportunity of visiting Mercedes-Benz. They have one of the biggest factories in Bremen, just right outside the city. And the students were able to go through the production part, get an introduction of what are the cars that are produced in Bremen, where are they exported to. So this is an interesting visual for the students interested. And of course, it's fascinating to see such a big brand as it's Mercedes-Benz. Now, why you should join to Summer Camp 2026? If all of these things that I've mentioned before haven't convinced you yet, you can count on the fact that we have had up to more than 100 Summer Camp alumni up to 2025. The students have joined in from all over the world and they have ranked us above 4.7 for all of the different summer camps, plus the opportunity of having 10 plus academic courses, the 9 academic ones, plus the German opportunity that we have. The students will get to challenge themselves academically and not only uh, explore one area, but mix all of their interests and prepare themselves for the decision of choosing a major when they come to university. Also, the 24/7 support and the secure campus that we have in Bremen allows them to foster all of these amazing memories and connect with with the other students in an open intercultural space, ensuring that they feel safe and that they have somebody to rely on our team and ourselves as well. Also, what a better experience than living in Germany for 12 days in the peaks of summer when they have amazing weather, as well as the experience of seeing the campus and getting excited about what type of university I'm looking for or what type of courses I'm looking for. So all of this happens with us at Summer Camp 2026 at Constructor University. Now, how can you apply to be part of Summer Camp 2026? Let's start with the basics of the application requirements. We are opening the Summer Camp 2026 for students in the ages of 16 to 18 years old. We ask for the students to have a B2 English level or higher on English. We don't ask for any specific test to prove this. We just want to ensure that the student is aware that English is the first language of instruction and communication so that they excel not only on the academic part, but also on the social part. Another thing that they will need before submitting their application is an ID or passport. We need to make sure that this one has the name, the date of birth, and a picture readable so that we can confirm the data and then proceed with the application. And last but not least, it's important maybe to have by hand a motivational statement, minimum 200 words about why you want to join the summer camp and what are you most excited about. Just let us know why SummerCon 2026 is the right program for you. We're so excited to hear about it. And instead of telling you how to apply to SummerCon 2026, I will show you myself. I have prepared a little run through on how the application process looks like. You start from our website. Once you are in our website, here you can find all of the details, all of the different fun pictures, courses, as well as the guides on how to apply and everything. But the most important thing that you need to look for is these red buttons that are all over the page. This will guide you to the application portal. Once you click on the application portal, it will open you here. If you, for example, had already applied to summer camp, sorry, to Construction University, or you already have an account with us, then you can just log in really simple right here. But in the case that you don't, you need to click on sign up. Here it comes a really important part. Once you're putting your information, and let me just refresh the page for the signups. It's not loading properly. But once you are in the process, before you even are able to log in into the application portal, you need to make sure to select term summer summer camp, summer 2026, sorry, and the degree summer camp. Let me see if I can do this properly again. Here it is. Perfect. So you fill up your name, your last name, your contact details, your email, and here on term, you need to make sure to select summer 2026. And on degree, you need to select summer camp. Once you fill out the rest, your nationality and how did you find out about Construction University, you click next, and it will allow you to create the account and basically open the correct form for the application. In my case, since I already have an account with Constructor University, I can just simply log in and it will guide me to the student visual part. Technology seems not to be on my side today, but we're gonna make it work. There we go. Once we log in into the application portal, you start by clicking on Apply Now. And this will allow you to select the application of the summer camp. Now, an important thing to keep in mind is that the first thing that it will ask you is these short questions right here. If you already selected term summer 2026 and degree summer camp, it would automatically show in here. But if you haven't, then make sure to select first year student as the application type, term summer 2026, degree summer camp, and study mode on campus. Then we click next, and it would allow you to put the first details that we need from you, which are your personal information, as well as your date of birth, citizenship, then of course your contact details, where is your phone number from, and your phone number, mailing address, country, address, and postal code. Then we go to an important part. If you have your parents' details, like the email or phone number, it's important that you have them by hand so that they also get the right information about the summer camp. So make sure to enter it there. So, for example, here, make sure to select, let's say, Germany, and we put the phone number of the parent. The next step would be to select the educational information, which basically it's based on where is your high school, what's the name of your high school, when are you graduating, and when are you thinking of starting your university studies. Another important thing is that you let us know what is your level of English that you have. So let's say in this case, B2, and also if you're interested in receiving German classes. This is an optional part. You don't have to receive German classes, but if you're interested on getting even more involved into the German culture, why not have a start and learning the language or practice it if you already have some knowledge? That's why we have different levels of the language right here. Let's select B2 as an example. Then comes important part. The 9 courses that I showed you earlier are all right here. You have to select the 2 courses that you're more interested in. So let's say, for example, I'm interested in neural networks and physics and research. That's my selection. And then after that, we will figure out the schedule altogether closer to the camp. Now, if you have any additional certificates or any extracurricular activities that you would like to let us know that you have participated in more into the academics part, feel free to drop them in here so that we can have a look at them just in case. This is an optional field, but if you have them and if you know about them, we're happy to hear more about your experiences. After that, we move into the additional information part. We need to know if you need a visa to come to Germany. And if you do you have one already or you don't have one already? And in the case that you don't need a visa, just click no. An important part that I mentioned earlier, having your motivational statement by hand is really handy so you don't have to wait longer or postpone filling up your application. 200 words minimum. And once you have it, you type it in here and then the motivational part is done. We want to hear about why are you excited to join the camp? What are you most excited about? And something related to why Summer Camp 2026 is the best opportunity for you. When it comes to hobbies and extracurricular activities, again, anything outside of the classroom is welcome to be in here. So like your favorite music, your favorite food, if you have a special sport that you like, or anything that it's outside of the classroom, we're so happy to get to know you even better through these small questions. If you have any comment that you would like to let us know beforehand for us to take into consideration before going through with your application, make sure to drop it in here. And this is a sneak peek of the special offer that I have for you today on this meeting, which is the summer_close_friends code that will give you an additional special offer that I will share with you in a bit. Once you click on next, you upload your passport picture that we talked about earlier, which it's important to have by hand. Make sure that it has a picture, your name, and your date of birth by hand. And another thing that is optional, we don't need it to process your application, but if you have them, we're also happy to receive it, which is your transcripts, which can be uploaded really easily by just dropping the document in here. We're going to click on next, and then we're going to review your application. And once you are done, you click on submit, and your application has been sent to us at Summer Camp at Constructor University. The last thing is that that's on us. Between 1 or 2 weeks, you will receive your results. And after that, you receive some steps on how to proceed with your application. Make sure to keep an eye out on your email and also on your spam email in case that you miss something so that you're always updated on this part. Then the last part of the presentation. As I mentioned to you earlier, I have an special additional 100 euros off that you can get to reduce your summer camp fee to 4,100. If you use the code summer_close_friends, this additional discount will be added to your application as well as the early bird if you secure your spot before December 31st. I will leave you with some special links and ways to get us in contact with us and to learn about our future insider session, future activities, and any other additional things related to summer camp or Constructor Talent School, which is our website that you can scan the QR code right there, or our Instagram where we post all of the different experiences and behind the scenes of the summer camp. Now that you have that done, make sure to take a screenshot of the summer camp code so that you can apply it later on your application and save our links and also our email. Summer@constructor.university will be happy to follow through in there. And as you can see, you can also have them, you also have them in the chat of the presentation so that you can save them up for later. And yeah, that's basically the end of the presentation that I have for you today. That's everything that you need to know before applying to Summer Camp 2026 at Constructor University. We're super excited to receive your applications and guide you through the process also individually if you need more help. But more importantly, we're more excited to see you hopefully in Bremen in summer 2026. Remember that the early bird offer is until December 31st. And we are so excited to welcome you in Bremen. So I'm gonna stop the presentation, the recording now so that we can